Today's subject, we're going to talk about hiring people in-house full-time to do your marketing versus hiring an agency. Now you're probably thinking that marketing agencies, especially like mine, they charge tens of thousands of dollars a year, maybe even hundreds of thousands of dollars a year. And why should you send that money out the door when you can just hire somebody in-house to do this for you? Lots of people will go through that. Now, I'm going to give you a short answer, which is for the executive high-level answer, and then I'm going to dive deep on the details of that. So the main answer is simply because if you hire in-house, you're going to spend a whole lot more money and you're going to get a subpar result. Now let me tell you why. The reason is because what we do here for internet marketing doesn't happen with just one person. In fact, it takes 5 people at a minimum to execute our marketing services. Let me tell you about the type of people that you're going to need to hire if you decide you want to bring this in-house. First, you're going to need a good content writer. A content writer that understands search engine optimization, that understands how the Google algorithms work, that's creative enough to come up with good topics, and then can properly write the content in long form the way that it should be done. Now, I have not met one content writer in all of the content writers I've worked with that have the ability to do this out of the gate. That basically means that you're going to have to train them on how to properly write content for the search engines. So you're going to have to learn how search engines operate, and you're going to have to know how to train this person. The next person that you're going to need is you're going to need a web developer, a senior web developer. The reason you're going to need a senior web developer is because a junior web developer is not capable of putting out a website that's going to represent your business accurately. Unless you do cheap services and you work for cheap clients, then by all means, go hire a cheap web designer, because that's exactly what they're going to attract. A web developer knows how to code, and they know how to design, and they know how to put that all together and make it flow in one seamless user experience. Now, when you go to hire this senior web developer, what questions are you going to ask them? How are you going to vet them? How do you know that they're a senior web developer? So you're going to have to learn that stuff. How about a social media expert? Who's going to handle all your social media ads? Who's going to make sure that the posts that are going up on your social media platforms are going to get engagements, are going to get people to click, are going to get people to share, or get people to comment? How are they going to gauge what's performing well and what's not performing well? What are they comparing it to? Are they comparing it to your past results, or are they comparing it to other companies in your industry, like ours do? How are you going to vet that person? What questions are you going to ask them when you go to hire them? That's another person that you're going to need. How about a paid advertising specialist? How about somebody who can focus on Google ads and Microsoft ads specifically? These are not platforms that you can learn overnight. You can spend 10 years in these platforms every day and still not fully understand how all of it works. Paid advertising specialists are extremely expensive. One paid advertising specialist salary will typically be higher than what you will pay a marketing agency in 1 year. Just that one person. How are you going to vet these people? What questions are you going to ask to make sure that they're actually going to be able to take your marketing budget and get the results that you're looking for? How about an SEO person? Search engine optimization. That's going to help you build inbound links the way that they should. That's going to ensure the proper content topics are being chosen, to ensure that they're being coded properly, to make sure that everything outside of your website and inside of your website is properly done to Google standards and the way that Google forces people to do things in order to get rankings on their search engines. How do you know that this person knows what they're talking about? You're yourself going to have to learn what SEO is and how that actually works. SEO specialists are extremely expensive as well, just like paid advertising people, just like senior web developers, just like content writers. These are all people you're going to have to hire onto your team, which will easily exceed 6 figures in salaries. Don't forget the benefits. They're gonna need paid time off. They're gonna need vacation time. They're gonna need health insurance, dental insurance, vision, 401ks. You're gonna have to provide all that for them if you want anybody of any caliber from the marketing industry. Keep in mind, we're the tech industry. Tech industry people, they have tons of benefits, tons of benefits. Benefits that typically landscape companies don't offer. So therefore, it's gonna be very hard for you to pluck one of these senior people out of the marketing industry and get them to work for your landscape company full time. These are just a couple of the issues that you're going to face trying to run your own marketing in-house. Now, what do you do best? What do you specialize in? It's probably lawn care, it's probably landscaping. And what do you do for things that you don't do well? Maybe you're installing irrigation on a property, but you're not an irrigation company. What do? You sub it out. You hire somebody who is a specialist in that piece, because it's gonna take far more effort for you to figure out how to learn irrigation and to get the equipment needed to provide that service. It's just easier for you to find somebody who does it and does it well and pay those people to do it. Your marketing is the same way. I follow the same principle in my own personal life. If I need somebody to do my landscaping or take care of my yard for me, I hire a lawn care company. I hire a landscape company. These people are specialists in that. It is not a good use of my time to be out working in my yard when I can hire somebody who specializes in that particular field. So keep that in mind when you're thinking about hiring an agency and the cost of it versus bringing it in-house. Also think about the result. You will never come near a result that my team will get for you. You can go hire what you would think would be the best marketing people in the world, and they're still not gonna get the results that we have. And the reason for that is because they don't have the training. They don't work with tons of landscape companies every day, just like we do. You're not gonna have the tools available that we do. Did you know we spend thousands of dollars a month in tools? Tools like, for example, ones that allow us to post across all of your social media platforms and allow us to pre-schedule your social media posts. Do you know we pay thousands of dollars per month for those tools to be able to do that? So not only are you going to need the team and the talent and the training, but you're also going to need the tools as well. And if you go short on any of these, you're not going to get a result that you're expecting, and you're going to blow tons and tons of money with nothing to show for it. So when you're considering hiring an agency like mine that's going to have a financial impact of that of a single employee, you need to know that that is a no-brainer to hire that marketing agency versus trying to bring it inside, because we can do it cheaper and we can do it better. It's as simple as that.